Welcome to the Empowered Life series. My name is Rachel Loth, and I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate. I'm excited to be talking to you today about how to clean your home naturally, do a little spring cleaning without chemicals, and particularly using essential oils. I'm going to be sharing some products with you from the On Guard collection. On Guard is a blend that's specific to doTERRA. It's unique to us, and it has clove, cinnamon, wild orange, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It is a warm oil, and it was designed to help us boost our immune system, keep us healthy and strong. And because it's so good at that, it's also really good at cleaning. So why does it matter what we clean with? Traditional cleaners are full of chemicals, unfortunately, and especially in the United States, there's thousands of chemicals that are allowed to be used in our cleaning products that are unregulated. In other countries, many of these chemicals are even banned. Just under the name fragrance, there's thousands of chemicals that can be labeled that. And so when we're cleaning our home with these cleaners, we're putting a toxic load onto our body and onto the bodies of our children and our other family members. I'm a mom to 5 kids. They are ages 6 to 15, and years ago, before I even knew about doTERRA, my second son, was going through some really typical childhood issues. He had some skin issues, itchy red stuff going on in his legs. He had some breathing issues, and we were really concerned. So, of course, we saw the doctor, and we went through all the possible causes, and we looked at, some environmental issues, dust and things like that. But I went home and I started researching, and we looked particularly at food, of course, which is huge and plays a huge role in our immune system and how we feel. But we also began to look at what was he being exposed to in our own home, what was in his environment that could be making him sick. And I discovered natural cleaners. I had no idea such a thing existed, and began to clean out underneath the sink. If you have things under your sink that have to be locked up because your child could be very hurt by drinking them, that's scary, and that's a level of stress as a mom too. And so I discovered baking soda and vinegar and things that you clean your home with naturally, and began making all these concoctions. And it felt so good as a mom to know that I had things in my home that were completely safe. I didn't have to lock them up anymore. They could literally drink them and they would be fine, and it made us all feel better. So enter doTERRA several years later, and doTERRA essential oils it's basically like putting color into your home. We had no smell at all in our home for a long time. We had removed all fragrance from every product, and so it's kind of boring. And doTERRA essential oils have made our home smell amazing in a really safe way, but they've also helped me clean even more efficiently and still getting this wonderful power of natural cleaning. And so I'm going to share some of those products with you. My first and one of my most favorite products that doTERRA makes is the On Guard Cleaning Concentrate. It's a concentrate, so you're just going to use a little bit. You're actually going to use 2 tablespoons of this in a full-size spray bottle, and you can clean everything with this. So here's a glass one. You can mix it in glass, and a lot of people worry about that with essential oils, but it doesn't have to be glass. You can buy a normal commercial spray bottle, plastic, just buy a good quality one, 24 to 26 ounces, and so just 2 tablespoons is going to fill that whole bottle up, and so you can make a lot of bottles from this. In the U.S., this is $14.50 for members, and so it's going to last a long time, and you're definitely saving money over buying a lot of all-purpose sprays. So what do we clean with this? Everything. The counters, the floors. You can even clean mirrors and windows. And every time I use it, I'm still amazed that there's no streaks. It really, really works. It cleans up great. So you can spray your counters, spray your mirrors, clean it all at once. If you clean the bathroom, you can add an extra tablespoon. All the directions are here on the back. You can add an extra tablespoon for extra clean. Having 3 boys, I definitely do that in my bathrooms. We also use it straight on really tough things like grout, and inside the toilet bowl, inside the bathtub. I'll just use it straight that way and get a really good scrub on. We had a home built in the 1950s, and our floor grout was very dirty. It was no longer white, and I would use that straight on there, and it was just amazing how clean and how white it got. So if you have grout in your home, then you definitely need to get yourself some of that. You can also DIY all-purpose cleaners with doTERRA. This is really easy. So you're going to take a spray bottle, just like we talked about before, do half water, half vinegar, and then add whatever essential oil you want. So you can add On Guard if you want to clean really, tough things. If you're just freshening your counter up, you can add other things, lavender, whatever your favorite oil is. A lot of people also like to clean with citrus oils. They're really great in the kitchen and degreasing things. And so that's another option to the concentrate. But I love them both, and we use that concentrate for everything. You also, if you're in a pinch, can use it in your dishwasher. I have put just a tiny bit before in my dishwasher, just a little, because you don't want bubbles all over your house, but it works really, really well. All right, the second product we're going to talk about is our On Guard foaming hand soap. Traditional hand soaps, unfortunately, have chemicals in them, and they have a lot of them, and they can affect all of our body, especially our hormonal systems, and cause things that look like allergies. So itchy rashes, sneezing, coughing. My youngest daughter, if she uses a lot of traditional soap products, she gets really itchy red hands, and she's miserable. And so we try to avoid those at all costs. So doTERRA's On Guard foaming hand soap is really, really great. You just fill up a foaming hand pump, and doTERRA has a really cute one that matches. And you fill that up, and you just use one pump to wash your hands. Make sure you tell your kids that, because my kids love to pump the bubbles out. Just one pump, it'll last a long time. Your kids' hands are getting really clean without any harsh chemicals. Her hands do not react at all to On Guard's hand soap, and we have it in our kitchen and in all our bathrooms. And you can also wash your fruit with it, which is really, really handy. So if you have an apple, and my kids can all do this themselves, make sure you wash your apple with the On Guard hand soap. And so they can just scrub it on there and rinse it off. It works great. We also use it a lot for boo-boos. So we live in the country, and our kids are always out, getting little scrapes and bumps. And the first thing you want to do is wash it, right? You want to make sure that it's really clean. You can decide what to do next. So as soon as the kids come in, the first thing I go to is the sink. I use our On Guard foaming hand wash and just clean that up really well so I can decide what we need to do next after that. But it's gentle. It doesn't sting at all. Your little ones won't mind it if you need to wash off their little scrape with it. All right, what about when you're not home and you need to clean your hands? doTERRA has a brand new product, and it's amazing. It's called the On Guard Sanitizing Mist, and it kills 99.9% of germs. It is great. And not only that, because a lot of things say that, it's not full of chemicals. Because traditional hand sanitizer is really, really bad for us. Most of them have something called triclosan, and triclosan is very taxing to your hormonal system. And so this causes a lot of problems and bacteria that becomes resistant to things like triclosan. So we want to avoid that in our lives in general, especially putting it on our hands and our little baby hands. And so we have no triclosan in our hand sanitizing mist. So you spray it on, that alcohol flashes off really quickly, and you're left with moisturized hands that smell amazing, smell like On Guard, and no bacteria left. Now, if you're a DIY person and you prefer to DIY your hand spray, you can use a spray bottle like this. This is a 2-ounce spray bottle. And fill it with water and 15 drops of On Guard. And I like to add a little bit of fractionated coconut oil to it as well. It keeps your hands moisturized, and you're good to go. This is what we used before we had the hand sanitizing spray. And so either one works great, and we spray everything. My kids actually have to spray their hands the second they get in my car. And anytime we're anywhere, and I know it has helped us stay healthy many, many times. Okay, so now let's switch to talking about something a lot of people don't think about at all, and that is what we clean our clothes with. Traditional detergent has, guess what? A lot of chemicals in it. Americans, culturally, we have come to believe that clean smells. It smells like some kind of really strong fragrance, and that's not true. Clean actually smells like nothing because it's clean. And so we don't need to have our clothes smelling for 2 weeks past when we wash them for them to be clean. That's actually not a good sign if what you're using lingers in your clothes for weeks and weeks, because what it's doing is coating the material of your clothing, and that is then sitting on your skin. And your skin's your biggest organ. Your skin absorbs. We use oils on our skin. They go into our bloodstream. And so we like to say you shouldn't put anything on your skin you wouldn't eat. Well, it's the same for your clothes. Don't eat your clothes, but you need to wash them with something that's safe and healthy. The other thing about traditional detergent is it actually leaves a coating. A lot of that is for scent, but that coating is what makes your clothes rough. And so then they sell you a fabric softener, right, to make your clothes soft again. Well, what the fabric softener does is coat your clothes again, and that makes a fragrance that a lot of people want to have, and it makes their clothes soft, but it's just layers and layers of chemicals. So every article of clothing you're wearing is touching your skin, and that's really important to think about. And so if we switch to a natural detergent, we're taking a whole nother layer of toxic load off of our bodies. We want our body to be, safe with what's touching it. So doTERRA has a laundry detergent, and it doesn't have any of the traditional junk. It doesn't have artificial fragrance. It has On Guard, which is going to be great for getting our clothes really clean. And it has a whole 10 milliliters of On Guard in every single bottle. And so this works great. It's a small bottle, but you just use a tiny bit, so it lasts a long time. It's safe for front loaders. It's safe for HE washers. And it just, it's going to get your clothes really clean. You can also use it as a pre-treater. So some people have even taken jumbo roller bottles, filled it with On Guard, and used that as a pre-treating stick, a stain stick. So that works really, really well. And then you can rest, you can breathe easy wearing your clothes, that you're not being taxed respiratory-wise either, because you're breathing in all those things that are on your clothes. So now we've been years without fragrance in our detergents, and someone can walk by and it just hits you, it kind of assaults your respiratory system. So we just get used to that. And so if you're used to that smell, it is worth it to kind of detox, strip your clothes of that, use the On Guard cleaner, and take that whole extra load of toxicity off of your body. So the whole point of this is that you can do some really simple, easy things to take a load off your body, to make your home more natural, to take toxins out of your home. And most of them are going to save you a lot of money and make you feel so much better. So maybe you're the kind of person that wants to do one baby step at a time. Maybe it feels overwhelming, and that's okay. Just choose whatever feels the easiest to you and change that. And when that's comfortable and you're ready, go and change the next thing. Maybe you're the kind of person that goes all out, and so go all out, change it all. You can find tons of DIY recipes on doTERRA.com for all types of cleaning and face products and body products, because we clean our body, right? We want to do that without chemicals as well. So go for it. Make these changes. You will feel better, your family will feel better, and your body will thank you. So have a great time spring cleaning and do it the green and natural way. Thanks for watching.